antenna cable on these older cars tend to break with some frequency. Occasionally when this happens, a piece is left inside the motor, and you must remove the motor and open it to get out that piece. That's what this video explains. It's based on a 1994 Camry, but it, as I understand it, on many, or if not most, of the Camrys in that era are all this way. First, you have to pull back the trunk liner to get to the motor. It's as you can see, it's on the right beneath the antenna shaft. There's a little black plastic push pin that holds the liner in place, and you have to remove the upper one. It's about 6 inches below the top of the liner, near the antenna. This is a picture of the motor assembly as you'll see it when you first pull back the liner. The white connector at the top, you don't have to remove it at this point, but you can. You will have to remove it eventually in order to get the motor to come away from its location. There below, as you can see, these two nuts, they hold the motor in its location. They're the mounting bolts, and you have to take both of these nuts loose to release the motor. You want to be sure you don't drop one of them, because I don't think you'd ever get it back. Now this shows the motor's been taken out from its mounted location and laid down on the folded back liner still in the trunk. I took it out, carried it in the house to work on, but I strongly suspect that you don't have to do that. You can just work on it there in the trunk. It'll be a little awkward, but not bad, and so you wouldn't necessarily have to take it out. However, if you're going to take it out, there's that connector, the one the upper arrow points down to. It took me a while to figure out that thing is a connector, and it's a banana plug-ish connector, not a real banana plug, and it just pulls apart. But you had to, because there's a sealant for prevent water from getting into it, you have to kind of jiggle with it to break loose the sealant and twist maybe a little and pull. I had to pull fairly hard to get it loose, but it is a pull apart connector. That little, you may wonder what the little black tube is down on the lower right there. That's a water drain tube, so in case water comes in, it's routed down through that tube and down the side of the. It goes behind the motor in the mounted location and down into that wheel well part there. This is the motor lying on my kitchen counter. You can see on the left there that little pull apart, what that pull apart connector looks like. Then you remove the little gold nut in the middle, which will let you lift off that black cover that it holds on. Inside you will see this white housing for the cable. Cable rolls up inside this housing. You see it opened. On the left is it's in two halves, and on the left is the upper half, and it just lifts right off. Inside that upper piece will be the broken off part of the cable. You just take it out and then reassemble it. If you notice, I almost lost that little spacer washer up the top. I didn't notice it was there. It stuck somehow and then fell on the floor, and I didn't know what it was at first. It goes in a certain way, and as I recall, it goes in the way it's shown there when you reassemble, but you should be able to tell by it had rested on the inside of that black cover, and you should be able to see which whether it goes up or down. Again, that's a picture of the little water drain tube. This is the replacement cable itself. I only showed this in case you didn't know what it looked like. You don't really deal with this cable in disassembling the motor. There are several YouTube videos that explain how to replace the antenna cable itself that assume it's not broken off inside the motor, but I didn't find any that explained how to open the motor and remove the broken off piece.